Cana Connections is a new Catholic matchmaking service dedicated to helping singles find Christ-centered unions that uphold God's sacred vision for marriage. Joining us now with more is the chief matchmaker, founder, and CEO of Cana Connections, Patty Montagno. Patty, welcome to CFN Live. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's truly a privilege.
We got to get the word out because this is a really new company for you. You just started in April. Take us back on how all this came to be.
Yeah, so Cana Connections is very much inspired by Veritas truth. There's a lot of misunderstanding and even distortion in our culture today about what love actually is. But there is only one truth, and that's God's truth. And I think each and every one of us is searching for happiness, and we typically think that if we get what we want, whether that's the bigger house, the fancy car, or even the relationship, then we'll be happy. But what our faith teaches us is that happiness isn't about getting, and it's about giving. And Cana Connections is really upholding that truth and God's intention for marriage. It's about that self-giving love, that sacrificial love of Jesus Christ that we're all called to mirror.
So, tell me, you're a young Catholic. What are you seeing out there when it comes to singles and finding someone who is right for each other? Obviously, that is behind all of this as well, that you decide, okay, something's needed and I'm going to fill that void.
Absolutely. So as a Catholic single myself, I know how difficult dating is. It's difficult even in the secular world. And I think the dating apps has made it that much harder because it gives people the false perception that people are disposable. If you don't like somebody's shirt or the way that they smile, you can swipe left and there's a whole slew of people out there. And when you layer the Catholic values and vision on top of that, the pool seems smaller and smaller. So there is very much a need out there, especially for folks, I'd say 35 plus, because the Catholic Church has so many wonderful programs and youth programs and young adult programs for fellowship. But 35 plus year olds typically age out of those programs, and you don't see as much opportunity, even within the church, for those folks to meet other people.
So your service is for anybody, any age. And you say it is different. Tell us how it is different from all the others where, like you said, you're swiping and swiping and swiping.
Yes, so we're a small service. So as I said, I launched on Easter Sunday, and everything I do is a one-person shop for right now. So I look at every single person's profile myself. So it's very time-consuming, but it's something really important to me because each person has a story. And I read through every person's profile myself to get a better sense of who they are and what they're looking for. And as somebody who actually hired a matchmaker several years ago myself, it was a disappointing experience in that I felt they were just trying to hit a quota and reach a number of matches. Whereas what I'm doing is truly genuine and coming through the lens of Catholicism and the intention of Jesus Christ. So looking through profiles, I get teary-eyed every time I read them because I truly resonate with the longing and our heart's desires that have been unfulfilled. And for me, it's a personal journey, and it's something that I've longed for many years. And sometimes I think that God leaves our desires unfulfilled to call us into mission. And Cana Connections is my response to that conviction.
I love you say, too, that you're offering a purposeful and prayerful matchmaking process. How much prayer goes into as you are looking at these couples and, trying to figure out who's right for whom?
So I pray that God uses me as his instrument. So I don't see it as something that I'm doing, but that he's doing through me. And we're still very new. I believe that I have the gift of connection. And I don't just mean that from a romantic sense. I've been building community and connecting people my whole life. And this is different because it's intentional. But one of the things that I've also noticed is how many lonely people there are. And so when I think about Cana Connections and the direction in which it might go in the future, maybe it's something broader and connecting the Catholic community and fellowship across the nation. So we'll have to wait and see how God directs me moving forward.
You just told us that you all your life you felt like you have this gift for Making Connections. I thought it was very interesting, and I'm hoping you could share with everybody. It was actually a homily from Father Mike Schmitz that really, is part of the inspiration for this, right?
Yeah, so Father Mike Schmitz has changed my life. I've been listening to his homilies for many years, and when I first had the thought to launch something like this, truthfully, I felt unqualified. I'm a single person myself. Why would somebody come to me to match them with someone else? And his homily talked about doing something not for your own good, but for the good of others. And I've always known that I've had this special gift of connection. And when I removed myself from the equation, that it wasn't about me, it was about using my strengths and my gifts to help others, it gave me the encouragement that I needed to move forward.
So tell everybody out there listening, saying, "Oh yeah, I could use this." What do they do? What is the first step here?
Sure. So you go onto our website, which is www.canaconnections.com, and you fill out a profile. And the profile is about 50 questions. So it starts with your basic questions in terms of demographics and age and location and things of that nature, if you're open to somebody nationally or just local. But then it goes much deeper. It asks a lot of questions about your faith and how you describe the vocation of marriage and what that means to you, what self-giving love means to you, how you want to share that marriage with another, and it gets personal, and so it's a bit more time consuming and it requires some thought, but that is the very first step in me getting to understand a little bit more about you. So once you fill out that profile, you are then put into the general, I'd say general membership pool, which is completely free for everyone to do. And because it's just one person, just me, I do have priority matchmaking. So for those who want more of an active hands-on search, I can work with them one-on-one and actively go through my database and see who's the right fit and who's a good match.
I know, like I said, you just started up in April, but any matches yet, or the kind of feedback you're getting?
I've been getting a lot of positive responses. I think that most people know that this is a service that's very much needed in the church today. We're still early on. I'm working with a few folks right now. And while I've had matches prior to Cana Connections, I have not had anyone post the company launch. They're not under the company name, but I have been matchmaking, I guess, unofficially for many years. And I've probably put together a good, I don't know, eight to 10 couples
Wow.
over the past couple years.
Wow. I mean, that's life-changing. So that's so great. I love it. I love your title, Chief Matchmaker. Everybody can go to the website, canaconnections.com, to find out more. Patty, good luck with this, and thanks for sharing your story with us, and we look forward to hearing more. Thank you so much.
Thank you.